Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5, and me and my brother decided to do a little project this Christmas. We're at my dad's house for Christmas morning, and that's where the majority of my brother's tools are at. And this is a leather sheath or holster for the old-timer sharp finger. And this is a really cool sheath. I wear it quite often. And my brother, with my permission and seeking, I don't know the word I want to use, but with my desire to modify this knife, we came up with this. Now, before we put the serrations on, we already sharpened the top clip. And this made for a very cheap and affordable fighter. And I carry this for self-defense and utility purpose, because you can hold the knife normally like this and you can cut away from you. But if you have the last time I used this knife, I had a bag of seed. I was able to stab this into the about 50 to 60 pound bag of seed and rip it open. And it was just very easy and convenient. But after trading my Spiralical Warrior, I got to thinking while having a conversation on the subject, could I have a Warrior style knife that was very cheap and affordable? And this is what we came up with. There was a Warrior knife that was smaller than the original Warrior, and they called it the Hobbit. And then there was a folding version of the Hobbit that was called the Pocket Hobbit. In fact, the first time I seen the Pocket Hobbit, it was on Modern Marvels about axes, swords, and knives. And I would really much like to have that Pocket Hobbit. But since this is very small, and I was kind of inspired by the Hobbit knife and the Pocket Hobbit, I decided to give this modification a name. Some people have different mods that go by names, and I can't remember the one that I'm thinking of right now. I just asked my brother around it, but it's for the Spartan. It's like the Fresno Killer or something like that. I can't remember, but anyways, I decided to give this specific mod a name where you sharpen the top clip and put serrations. And I put a poll on my website, on my YouTube, and there were several names to choose from, like the Warrior's Finger, the Baggins mod, like for Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins, and then there was the Hobbit's Finger. And the Hobbit's Finger looks like the one that's going to win out on the on the poll. But you can carry this in reverse grip. You got a cutting edge right here, and you got a cutting edge right here. This part is also sharp, so you can use it for Libre. If you go by Michael Yachanich's fighting system, I think it's a Harang Do system, you still have the ability to catch or to use those serrations to cut. And these are VEF designed serrations put on by my brother. And as you can see, this is an old-timer charade knife. These knives are very cheap, very affordable. You can find them anywhere from like $15 to $30 between that price, depending on what model. I have seen the American ones go for a lot more, but anywhere it's usually around $15 to $25, and then there's some variants. But they're very affordable knives. I recommend if you get the knife, get this sheath from Amazon. It makes things a lot more cool to carry, and I really enjoy it. And so, not only do you have a knife that you can cut your food with, you got a knife that you can puncture and rip up, or you can use it in the Libre method, the Reaper method. So it's just a really cool knife that is really. They say this knife is big enough for I forget what it's called. It's like big enough for big squirrels, and or small enough for big squirrels and big enough for small elephants. Big squirrels, small elephants, something like that. And the the sharp finger is also famous for being carried by the president of the Hells Angels. the Hells Angels. I forget his name. I'll annotate it in. But he was a big fan of the sharp finger, and I think he would be an even bigger fan of the Hobbit's finger mod. So I just wanted to show that off. I personally like the saw cut Durlin, but it's a cool knife, and I'm going to be carrying it at work along with other knives. But this was my at work self-defense knife for a good bit, and it's even cooler to me now. And I just wanted to show it off in case you want to be inspired. It didn't take hardly any effort at all with the Canyon Workshop to sharpen this top clip. Obviously it took a little bit more effort to put the serrations in, but if you don't want to put the serrations on, you can just sharpen the top swedge or clip. It's pretty easy. But I wanted a warrior style knife, so we put the serrations on. So that's it. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.